Oh, Mina-san, konnichiwa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream that is hopefully not breaking as we speak. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Am I right? Oh, man. Yeah, 5 minutes before stream, and internet decided that I was gonna cut out immediately. And it's like, really? Of all the times you could have cut out, literally 5 minutes before stream. But yeah, that's why we're running a little late. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the last stream of this year. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I see Fallion Double, you're here. Hello, hello. Let me get some tunes on. All right, I did try to test everything before stream started. Hopefully nothing blows up. But yes, I decided so the poll into Discord is not officially closed, but I did post a poll about what you guys wanted to see, and I was kind of looking at the results, and so far nobody's voted for a continuation of the Mario Rabbids, so I figured let's just put a pause on that for now, and why don't we just end the year out with a stream, with an art stream. So that is what we are doing. I didn't set up my phone to look at the chat. Oh, hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, full disclaimer, I don't have a dual monitor set up. I only have one monitor. I always pull up the chat on my phone so that I can keep track of what you guys are saying. Because otherwise, yeah, I have no idea what is going on in my chat. Stream manager. Just pray that my phone doesn't die. Ugh. Anyway, there we go. This is such a mess, this stream. Well, let's go into it. All right. Pray that my tablet works too. It's, funnily enough, my day hasn't been too bad up until this very moment. It's actually been pretty good, all things considered. I hope your guys' day is going well. All right, let's do some doodling. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, by the way, or whatever holiday you celebrate. I had a good one. I had to spend it with my family, so that was really nice. You had a good one, Falling? Glad to hear that. Alright. If anyone's curious, the character I'm drawing is Nyleth from Silksong, who's right up here. One of the boss fights. One of the very story-relevant boss fights, nonetheless. But yeah, it was very nice. Got to see the extended family on Christmas Eve after I got off of work. And then Christmas Day, I was just with the immediate family mostly. That was nice too. Whee. I don't know why Nyleth's head always looks weird whenever I'm trying to draw it. I might finagle it like this. There's not really a whole lot of sprites of Nyleth, so just gotta do with what I can. I'm waiting for the day where you go, so I do this make it as every single Silksong and Hollow Knight character in one picture. That's a pretty tall order for me. I'd draw like 5 of the characters and be like, hey, I'm bored. And then just move on to the next thing. Alright. Speaking of Silksong characters, though, I keep forgetting to share it in the chat, but I made some keychains of Grandmother Silk. I was thinking about selling them on Etsy. I have to share them because I really like how they turned out. I gave a couple of them to co-workers that had also been playing Silksong. It's actually really funny, speaking of that, though, because one of them is a night shift tech, and the other is the manager of the off shifts. And So I didn't really get to see either of them, but when I was going to put the present on the assistant manager's desk, somebody in a different department had gone and wrapped up all their belongings. And as I'm putting my gift there, and I'm like, wow, this really looks like I'm the culprit of this, doesn't it? Whoops, hopefully I don't take the heat for this. I'm sure it'll be good, but it was just really funny. I talked to a coworker, they're like, yeah, that does really make it look like you're the one that did it. I was like, it wasn't me. Alright. So I don't know if this will ever become this, but this picture of Nyla specifically was inspired by one of the products that I can so there's a website that I went to that made the keychains, and they also had M-shaped acrylic standees. And it basically means, hang on, it means they have wedges and they basically just open like this. And there's like a separate drawing on each thing. So I had the idea to like draw each of the old hearts as one frame of it. So I started with Nyleth because she's the easiest to draw. That's really the only reason. She party though, but she also screams demonically. Oh, speaking of Silk Song and Grandmother Silk. Yeah, the old hearts are bosses that you can only encounter during Act 3. I won't go into too much detail for those of you who want. Actually, I probably should have said something about Silk Song spoilers in my stream title, but again, I was kind of I was kind of all over the place because of the whole losing my internet thing. So I might actually go in and do that really quickly, just because I don't want anyone to accidentally be spoiled. Let me go. Alright, just updating the title. Also, this is the theme for Grandmother Silk, so hope y'all like this. Where'd I put my pen? Literally, there it is. I lost my pen for a second. Guys, I'm having a rough one. Y'all have any plans for New Year's? Unfortunately, I am working New Year's Day, so I can't really do anything special as far as, like, staying up to watch the ball drop or anything like that. Usually I go over to my brother's and we all kind of, like, chill and party until, again, the ball drops. I should also explain for anybody who's not from the States. I don't know if any of the other countries do this, but New York Times Square has a giant light up ball, and every year at the last minute it goes down, and we always watch it drop as the new year as the year concludes and the new year starts. So like I said, I won't be able to go this year because the party starts at 8 o'clock and they live half an hour away from me. I don't want to be up till midnight and then have to drive half an hour home and then have to be up in 5-6 hours. It's just, no. Debating whether to stay up or not because I like to head back to my apartment early before the traffic. That's totally fair. I totally get that. But yeah. As far as my work goes, we usually have one summer holiday and one winter holiday. So this was my winter holiday this year. Was New Year's. So, alrighty. I do kind of want to do a fancy little frame here, but the only problem is that I don't know how to do, like, filigree. Is it filigree or filigree? I never learned how to pronounce that, but I want to do, like, a fancy little frame around it. I tried designing one last night. It looked really weird, so I'm gonna try again, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna look pretty. Also, while the angelic choir is screaming, the drive up was really nice because there was no traffic at 9 a.m. where I left. Oh, that's nice. I can't remember what day you left. That could have also been it. Depending on what day. Would also affect how much traffic there is, because let me tell you something, there has been like no traffic on the way to and from work these last few days, or actually it's been like the last week. But it's because nobody's been working because of the holidays. School, well, I should take that back. It's mostly school, because I have to fight the school traffic. All the school buses. So my drive is about, I want to say like 5 minutes shorter than it would normally be. This isn't a huge amount, but it's enough to make a difference to me. Because I also noticed that the drive isn't as bad during summer. But again, there is no school buses. It was like the 20th of Saturday. Okay, so you might have been able to just get ahead of the traffic. Okay, I might go with a brown for the hair. I'm trying to like match up the colors. I think I've mentioned it before, but I try my best not to color pick, really. I like to try and just eyeball it. What should I have gotten? Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's also partly the reason why I do this like purplish background is because like I don't want to do vibrant colors on these because it looks kind of like an eyesore when you do that. So putting these like off-white colors in the background keeps me from making it too bright and like in your face, like yellow, blue. Just contrasts a little nicer. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Might have to put the mask on a separate layer, I guess. There you go. Alright, base colors. I'll worry about the background in a little bit. Nose. Also, I want you all to know that, like, yesterday... Ooh, excuse me, belchy, sorry. I want y'all to know that yesterday it was like 60 degrees and today it's like 20. The weather's just been all over the place. A lot of us have been having those issues with sniffles as a result of that. Oh, I just noticed that there's a lot of, like, unfilled areas. Let's get those filled in. Any others I'm missing? Don't see any. The question is, do I want to add details to kind of make her look a little bit more planty? Or am I just gonna, like... I'll give it a we'll do an experiment a little bit. See what happens. Alright. If I... something like that. Give it a little bit of texture. Don't look too flat. Oh, I also convinced my coworkers to finally listen to my music soundtrack of video game music. Of course, I kept it mostly to the orchestrated bits, but we have a little like Bluetooth speaker at work, and I have only used it like once before that, but I kind of play Echo. It was on the other playlist I had. I gave them the option between my metal J-pop playlist and the video game soundtrack orchestrated playlist, and they chose the orchestration. So, trust me, I kind of wanted to have them listen to Echo. You also have to keep in mind that I had like a bunch of 60-year-old techs working with me, so I don't know that J-pop and EDM and all that is gonna be up their alley. How does that look? We'll just give it a little bit of texture, yeah. Yeah. It'd be better if it like whoosh. Alright. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, the music was a lot of Legend of Zelda music. I know, shocking. But oh, you know what was cool that I actually learned today? I learned one of my coworkers does pottery. I never knew that. It was just the coolest thing ever. She made a bunch of bowls for everybody to have at work, and it's like, aw, that is so cute! It's like a nice little blue one. I don't know if the wood texture really worked for the head, just because I feel like these are meant to be more like leaves. Yeah, I think it should be fine just to keep on there for now. Alright. Trying to decide what I want to do. I'm thinking a thunk. She's like a nice orange color. Alright. Alright. Let's do an overlay layer. Oh yeah, I love this one. Alright, let's... And we're gonna do new... Not you. Also, let me name all my layers before I forget what's what. Need to get listen to Young Cogger sometimes. Probably like most of their stuff. Is that a band? I'm not familiar with who that is. Hearing some of the like crackling. I'm gonna skip ahead with this. All right. Alrighty. I should probably group these all. Say Nihilith. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna need to do something different with the gooey insides of Nihilith. I wonder if... that. I might do. Oops, I forgot. I've still got the apply to connect pixels only. So I want to do this. Has your work been busier than usual given the flu spike? Well, thankfully, I have not been on the bench that runs the flu and COVID testing, but I have seen it get kind of wild over there. So, yes, but indirectly, it has not affected me. I've been on urine cultures and blood cultures, so I am good. My coworkers, on the other hand, may not be so good. I've had a couple instances where I walk over there and they've got like 20 of them, and I'm like, who did you take off today? Right. Really trying to make this look like it's a little... Alright. Trying to make it look like it's a little like venom pollen sack thingy. I just jinxed myself. Hey, honestly, I prefer the busier days, so... Unless it's like crazy busy. Sometimes that's not fun, but... Sorry, I'm like focusing on this. I'm like, what am I doing? But yes. I've had some places that called and been like, hey, we're out of M4RTs and we're also out of COVID flu tests, so... My boss. Exactly. Alrighty, let's... wonder doing this. Overlay. Yeah. Like that. I was about to be like, dang, we getting a lot of Zelda music, but then I remembered that like half this playlist is Zelda music. So, I suppose it makes sense that it would be a lot of Zelda music. Oh man. No. We're going to multiply, and we're also going to put that down a lot. I'm just gonna do this. Oh my little. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat who has played Silksong. Or do you value your sanity too much to do so? I think I will. Shading down here. The light source is supposed to be up from above. That's why I'm trying to keep the shadows so that they reflect that. Oh yeah, get some Undertale in here. I love Undyne. She's so great. Oh, wrong part of the song. Yeah, I ended up, when I was playing the video game music for my coworkers, I ended up taking off a lot of these like 8-bit soundy songs. Samu, hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, I worried that switching from the orchestrated music to something like this would be a little too jarring for them, so it's like, you know what? I'll just keep it simple for today. But hello, Samu. I hope you're having a great one. Welcome to the last stream of the year. Doing Nyleth from Silksong, one of the Act 3 bosses. While listening to some Undertale because, you know, clashing music, the best. There we will. Yeah. Here's my dupe. It was going from 73 to 43, so my sinuses are dying. We were literally just talking about that. Here it went from 60 to 20 degrees. But with the wind chill, it's more like single digits. So yeah, trust me, I am feeling that. I have a bunch of black ice out in the parking lot where I live. It's like, oh no. Also, I'm pretty sure that one of my windshield wiper fluid things is frozen. And of course it would be on the driver's side. I was trying to clean the windshield wipers because, you know, salt is everywhere on the roads now. And yeah, it was only going on the passenger side and not the windshield wiper fluid was only going on the passenger side, not the driver's side. So, yeah. Multiply. All right, how are we gonna go from here? All right. Samu, you have any plans for the new year? We were talking about it earlier. Unfortunately, I have to work New Year's Day, so I won't be able to do anything like watching the ball drop or stuff like that. But I do have New Year's Eve off, so I'll probably just be chilling. I added new questions. I don't know that I've added the new questions in. What games have we played? Trying to think. What games were we just playing? There was West of Loathing, but I don't know what trivia I can add for West of Loathing. I don't know if you guys remember, but well, first of all, I try to keep all the trivia questions to games that we've streamed, but also I try to keep them fairly simple so that, like, if you don't know, like, if you didn't watch every single second, it's not that big of a deal, as long as you, like, know basic information. So there's only one question that I would deem tricky, and it's a no straight roads one. Alrighty. There's that. Then we're gonna go to... Is it this one? No, it's not. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that I had the new album. I was like, what is this? I got a Zelda Orchestra album from the last convention I went to. This is the Great King of Evil. Oops, that's not the color I wanted. There we go. There we go. She looking pretty. Oh, I need to pull up a picture of what her battle arena looks like. Hang on. Internet time. Because I could just put generic vines and leaves in there, but... Nihilith! Before you ask, no, I'm not gonna put Seth there. I'm sorry. Open image in a new tab. We're just gonna screen cap it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this picture. Sorry, hang on. Get them both in here. Getting some screenshots. Hang on, guys. Snagging screenshots. Oops, oops. Too many things open. Here we go. We got there eventually, guys. Don't worry. I forgot about the sprite of her. Yeah, that's what Nihilith looks like underneath of there. Eldritch Horror. Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this. See if I could get some. So I should name some more of these. These are gonna be weird names, but just bear with me. No, this is the highlights. Also, I'm skipping this song. I don't really like this song. Yeah, total mood whiplash. There you go. This should be the inside gooey part. Goo inside. Hard shading 1. 2. So I need 2. Alrighty. Let's get Nihilith's background in here. Yes? Oh, I'm not pressing the right button. Guys, this thing's been a whole mess. Nihilith background. Oops, that's not. Ugh. Do, 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 do. I think I've mentioned it before, but I actually use Mipha's theme as my alarm clock in the morning. And people, because we brought it up again at work because I was playing again the music, and it came up and I'm like, this is my song for my wake up to wake up to. And so every time I listen to Mipha's theme, I get real sleepy. And people are like, I could never wake up to that. And I'm like, I cannot be gently, or I cannot be jolted awake. I have to be like gently woken up. Also, just realized that my sprite was messed up. Sorry about that. I must have bumped something. It's this one that's bothering me. I can hear some of that crackling again. I'm gonna skip that. I just don't want it to crackle in your guys' ears. Because I'm always like, oh, I should go and delete this so that it doesn't pop up again, and then I completely forget which song it was. I mentioned it before, I usually go straight to bed after stream. Yeah. Just so I can see. There we go. Oh. Now time to be reminded of why I hate doing gardenscapes. She might be easier to do these on a separate layer. Let's do that. Let's get this here so I can have these as reference. Try not to make them too evenly spaced. I guess they were just regular spiky. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Alright. Alright. Alrighty. Transfer that down. And like that. Oopsie, bumped mic. Sorry about that. I don't know if anyone else does that thing when you're like super focused and you just start getting your face really close to it. I sometimes do that when I'm drawing. So I'm realizing my pen should probably be a little smaller. Because Nihilith is supposed to be the most important thing, so I want to make sure that the background doesn't outshine her. I should also look up my pattern brushes. I always try to get pattern brushes that are like to make my life easier, but they never really mesh with my style. Is the problem. That's why I like never find myself using them a lot. Alrighty. Let's get in here. Missing any of them? I don't see any. Alright, transfer that down. There's just one right here. One day I hope to do a Silksong playthrough. Can't really do it right now on account of the situation. I would not want to leave you guys like on a cliffhanger, basically. I know I'm kind of doing that with the Mario Rabbids, but shh. I really didn't think that one was going to be as long as it started to become. It's like, ooh, I am not even halfway through this game. I really did think it was going to be one of those games where it was like, oh yeah, it'll only take me like 3 or 4 streams to do this. And here we are on like stream 5 of it. Still not halfway. Alright, transfer down. Second verse, same as the first. Clean up some of the lines here. Oops, that's... Also, I have to step away for just a brief moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I realized I forgot my water. Forgot my Wawa. Stay hydrated. One of the many things that happened during the chaos that was me trying to get this stream started. Oops, I didn't realize I was on that bottom layer. Oh well, I can fix it. Alright, back there. Anyone have any big plans for, like, after the start of the year? I don't. Why did you do that? Ah, Miss Muffet. Also, shout out to Toby Fox for doing that Zelda reference in the middle of Undertale with the croissant. I think I pointed it out when we were streaming Undertale. It's like one very small line where it's like, looks like it could be some sort of bracelet or power. No, it's just a croissant. Alright, I have... Transfer that down. Pre-ordered another figure, a sitting Goro desk buddy figure. Aw, that's cute. Was it just kind of like happenstance you happened to see it, or is it like something you've been following, an announcement on Genshin? Okay, the first 4 figures are the only ones that I have ever pre-ordered. Hey, I don't even think I pre-ordered the amiibos. Any amiibos. This might be the best we can do right now. Alrighty. That's not. Alrighty. Oops. I'll get there eventually. Alright, we're gonna merge. Lines. Transparency locks so I don't accidentally draw on that line. Go here. Make it a slightly more contrasted. Uh-oh. Nyla. There's a problem. Hang on. Why did that not? Oh, it just didn't color that. That's why. That was weird. I guess I'll fix that in post. Okay, why are you being difficult? I don't know if I need to bump the tolerance. I don't know why it's being difficult. Oh, that window. I know you guys can't hear it, but the winds be blowing. All right. Let's get my other brush here. See if we can touch up some of these spots that for some reason aren't coloring. My model borked. Hang on. Testing, testing. Okay, I think I got it fixed. Sorry about that. One of the pages I follow for Genshin News sometimes posts about merchandise, and Genshin only advertises some of their merch. It was pretty cheap, so I'm excited. Nice. Admittedly, though, worried a little about tariffs, but the pre-order is a year away from being fulfilled. At best, things could change. I certainly hope they do. I think I might have mentioned it on stream, but there's somebody who makes Hollow Knight plushies, and I absolutely adore them. But they live in Canada, and so they don't ship to the United States because of the tariffs, which I don't blame them, but also I want the plushies. They were so cute. I have two of their plushies that I got before the whole tariff situation. I just didn't have the money for the third one that I wanted. So I wanted their Hera plushie, but their Hera plushie is like $150. So this song is so bad. It's so good. I almost swore. I know the feel. I had a ton of stuff at Etsy, but it's all outside of the US. Yeah. Oh, I think it's some of the highlights that are having the issues. Yeah, that's what was causing it, was the highlights and the shading. Yeah, that was the issue. be surprised if that shows up again a couple other places. Okay. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Please. There you go. Please do yourself a favor. Listen to this song with the like a surround sound audio something and just let this song take you away. It is so good. Just to hear that chamber just be still my heart. Trust me, I have it blasting in the car. It's like, just let me be enveloped by this choir. Alright. Alright. I also want to see if I have a pattern brush for leaves. That actually looks good. That's all grass. What is this one? Well, kinda. I mean, I have to change the color, but I'd be able to do that one. I'm gonna put that in a separate layer, and we're going to change my where is the wheat? There we go. Oh, Trobio, my boy. Oh, I did the colors backwards. Hang on. I'll get there eventually. All right, let's try again. All right, if I make the brush bigger, does that just... Alrighty. Alright, let's get rid of some of these random loose leaves up here. It looks like I missed a leaf. Or missed a spike. Alrighty. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see if I can get my shading back. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I just do like a soft... Like a brown color? Wait, are these leaves translucent? They are. Oh, that's weird. Why is it like that? That's kind of weird. Just wanted to add some solid color behind anywhere where there might have been gaps. Okay. And I'm gonna try to do we're gonna refer only editing layer. Even more like this. Yeah, I might do that. And add layer. Do the fancy tree thing again. Just trust the process. I swear it will look good. And then we're going to do a Gaussian blur. Now that's strong. Like that, but I also want to desaturate that a little bit. Where is my tonal correction? Alright, I'm still trying to experiment a little bit, so this might get a little wonky. Maybe that should be behind. Seems like there's too much white space behind here. Let's try another. Let's also... What does this look like? I wonder... I could use that. I just wonder... Can't tell if that... Oops. All right. All right. By the by, it's kind of placing these randomly. I don't really have a whole lot of say in where the petals are going. All right. If I duplicate that, it does make them a little more solid. Okay, so that's also kind of like a transparency thing. I see. Okay, and then I think I will try to put a couple in the background. Above? No, behind the leaves. But we'll do them a lot smaller, and they're also going to be kind of blurred. Because again, we want this to look like it's in the background, just out of focus, you know? So if I blur that, well, that's not right. Do a Gaussian blur. Yeah, not quite as strong. I do that. Get a multiply layer on there. Do like a dark green. Alrighty. And then the other thing I want to try and do is do a light up here. So I'm gonna, again, just trust the process. Take up this little line portion here. Give it a more yellowish tint. We're going to do a gradient foreground transparent. Oops, I forgot to lock the layer. Lock the layer. There we go. Now a little brighter up here, and then we're going to blur. Blur, Gaussian blur. Oh, because I have the transparency locked. I was like, why is it not doing anything? Blur. And we're going to first try screen. Ooh, I like it as overlay. So I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit by doing like some, I was about to say dappled light, but that's not right. Blur. All right, now let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Change that to multiply. All right. So it's basically done. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna do a border for this. But this is the basic idea that I had for Nihilith. Oh, readjusting myself. Hang on. I need to pull up her heart. Yes, I know that sounds weird. Just trust me. Where's the... There we go. Nihilith. Do. Trying to figure out... Pollen heart, that's what it's called. So let's... Alrighty. Open up another reference picture. We want to do through. Do foreground. And then we're going to there we go. I'm just gonna do this in red because it'll make it a lot easier to see it. So I don't think it's gonna be weird if I'm like, why are you drawing in bright red over top of it? It's all part of my plan. So I should get the symmetry ruler out. Where's my symmetry ruler? Here you go. Pray that that's symmetrical enough. We're going to... That's not the color red. Need to go a little bit higher. I want to put this little logo here, but then instead of the cradle image, I want to put her heart in there. All right. Like that. Oh man, I don't really do borders, and there's a reason why. Also the reason I'm not a graphic designer. Alrighty. Okay. Let me look at the little Seek of the Old Hearts to see what her icon looks like. Okay. All right. Hey, Hornet. So let me take off the symmetry ruler for just a moment. Actually, no, let's put it back here. So many references that I need to get up, guys. I'm sorry. Text boxes. Let's see what the text boxes look like and see if I can make some kind of border based off of that. Use the logo of the game. Skong! I have so many pictures open. All right. Something like that. Oops. Obviously, I don't have this centered quite right. Okay, that didn't move the other stuff down there. Cool. Just making sure that it's all looking right. Okay. That. I do. Alright, so I'm gonna move that off for just a brief moment. We're gonna try and draw a little Heart of the Woods icon. What if I were to... What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put... Oh, come on, pen. Please cooperate with me. This pen. Okay. Like that. And then the upper layer, we're going to do the... do it like that. I'll go here. What's that? Do it like this. That. That. All right. I actually wonder if it would be better to do like a one single flower up here. I like that. I will put the like flower up here. Oh, I just had an idea. I had an idea. I had an idea, you guys. Just trust me on this. Make the flower in the center of the Everbloom. That may not work up there, but maybe I could do it off the side. I want to put the Everbloom in here somewhere. Again, Nihilus Heart's gonna go down there. Maybe do like a side thing here. We'll work the Everbloom in somewhere. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a rectangle. I don't want it to be 30. I want it to be like 10 because I don't know what thickness we have the rest of this at. Just want to be able to do like that. And like erase the excess here. And then we'll do the same thing, but with like half. All right. Something like that. Like that. Then maybe like here. I'm still cooking, hang on. Oops, that's not the tool I wanted. So, I need to stretch my neck. I've been looking down too much. The one downside of working in the microbiology department, or I guess in the lab in general, is that You're looking down at plates all day. And so your neck kind of like gets arched forward. I'm stretching. Hang on, guys. I know, I'm so graceful with my stretches. It's always so funny whenever I go and get gosh dang it, I didn't change my pen. Whenever I go and get facial, or not facials, massages, they spend the whole hour just working on my shoulders, and then they come and they're like, yeah, your shoulders are really messed up. It's like, I know. You don't have to tell me twice. I am fully aware of how bad my shoulders are. Oops, that's not. We're gonna... Alright. Oops, that's not. So we'll merge that. So about roughly the halfway point. Gonna do this. I'm gonna attempt to do the circle. Or the ellipse, I guess. I never like using the ellipse tool, it never works for me. And then oops, I did it in the wrong layer. That's fine. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. All right. Oh, I hear that crackling again. Hang on. All right. Alright, so I'm gonna try to draw the Everbloom in here. Show you. Hmm. Hmm. That's not right. Uh. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Hmm. Can I just move this in ever so slightly? Not really. Okay. I have to shrink the whole thing if I wanted to get it in there. Why are you being difficult? Oh my gosh. No. I see why it was being difficult. It was trying to move all the layers, not just the two that I had on my brain. Alrighty. What if... Oh, can I... Oh. Fine. Merge, merge. Oh, I probably wouldn't do it because of the symmetry ruler. That's why. If I do something like this... And then, like, put her name down here. Let's see. And see if I can tweak that. And I could probably actually reuse this for the other parts as well. Alright, so I'm gonna duplicate this, but I'm gonna save the original to use later. We're gonna block the transparency on that. Actually, no, I take that back. Not yet. So I want to fill these in. Oh, it's everybody's favorite character. Kapora Gabora. That didn't work. All right. Oh, I almost forgot about the heart. Whoops. Should probably put that in there, shouldn't I? Oh! This is one of the 3 bosses I haven't beaten yet. This man will figuratively and literally be the death of me. Alrighty. Yeah, if you guys were curious, the only bosses I haven't beaten are the final boss, Tormented Trovio, and Scarsinger Carmelita. So I'm working on it. Alrighty. Let's move it so it's a little more centered. Alrighty. Okay, we'll merge it down. Lock transparency. I'm gonna take all of this out here for just a hot second. Hey, speaking of the old hearts. What color was I gonna get? Do like a gold color. Oops. Refer other layers, please. There we go. Oops. Actually, I wonder if I should... Maybe I'll make this the gold? And kind of have it be like a black color in the background. To be like the void almost. Not the layer I wanted. Of course, the Everblooms will not be black, but something like that. Then we're gonna lock the transparency, airbrush a darker color. Maybe it'd be better as a green color. Yeah, because then that fits her theme a little bit better. But maybe we might just leave these as black. Because these are meant to be the little quest symbols. And then do that. Where was? Yeah. And like that. Man. Just noticed that. Fix that up. And then, oops, wrong layer. Trying to imitate this, like, almost shiny stone look. Okay. And then we will do the Everbloom. Almost pure white. Like that. That. All right. We'll do the same thing with the Everbloom over here. Hey! Phantom's theme. Fun fact for those of you who are wondering, this is supposed to be a reference to Phantom of the Opera. The fact that the character is malformed, wears a mask, and that they play the organ, and the song, I don't remember if it's the song or the sprite, but one of them is called Phantom of the Organ in the game's files. So we will do an airbrush. No, go, Mom. All right. And that. All right, there's that. I'm also going to preemptively. Hang on. Robo, hello, hello, welcome to stream. We're working on a drawing of Nyleth from Silksong. How are you? Hope you've been having a good one. We're gonna multiply that actually. Do that nice little fancy look to it. I promise it'll look better in a moment. Good, yes. I'm glad to hear that. Alrighty. I'm kind of in the experimental phase of this, so there is a lot of like trying to figure out what I'm doing. So bear with me on that. Let's add some text. We're gonna do center it. All right, it's already on Trajan Pro, which is good. All right. Trying to remember how I get it this color. Please. There we go. All right. So now I'm wondering if I should do... Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? We're also gonna rasterize this. Transparency lock. I want this to look like it's kind of gold. Alright, and then we will go back to here and we'll do a little bit darker in certain areas. Whoa, excuse me, sorry. Yes, I haven't forgotten to color in her heart. It is coming. And then we're gonna go. How does that look? Maybe we should do a little bit lighter. Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic again. There's like such a fine line. Okay. That symbol up at the top isn't looking right. Well, let's focus on the heart for now, and we'll come back to that later. Where was her heart? There it is. I have a heart. Alright, Nyleth, you're gonna have to disappear for a hot second. Oops, that's not the right layer. Because I gotta get you colored. Trying to figure out where the heck her color went. Hang on. Looking at my color history like, where did it go? I want to say that's the color I used. Oops, that's not right. This color? I feel like it might have been this color that I was using. Yeah. And then this was like the shading. Oops. Well, that's definitely not it. All right. Oh, this is gonna be a tricky one. Alrighty. Yeah, papyrus. Bring some energy. I don't know if any of y'all have played Groove Coaster before, but I have the DLC that lets you play the Undertale songs in it, and I love the fact that they like incorporated the turn-based boss battles into the rhythm game. It's the best. No, not that one. All right, last one. All right. All right, Nyleth, you can come back in. Man, I cannot remember. What if I... There we go. That's more like what the color I was looking for. Now we're gonna do an overlay layer. Get them bug fables in here. All right, multiply. Alrighty. Let's just take that. Alrighty, we will. Wrong layer. And like that. All right. I am liking that so far. Okay, that's the base color. And then a little hard to see the petals. Oh, it's gonna be all Bug Fable songs now. That's what I need to... do this really quickly. So I don't forget that. All right. What do you guys think? I'm still a little iffy on this up at the top. Okay, transparency is still locked. Samu building up those cherries. feel like that might look better in contrast with everything. I don't know, it feels like something's missing and I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm sure I'll figure it out later. But I really like how it came out. Just kind of giving it a look over. Also letting you guys... Whoops, I guess I should center it more. Shouldn't I? All right. Staying hydrated. Let's get rid of these then. Bye bye, Nihilith. All right. Boop. Give me just a second. Let's save that. Duplicate. All right. All right. I did sketch Carmelita, but not 100% in love with how it looks. Just give me a second. As the ominous music builds up. Oh, Peter's trying to do too much. There we go. All right, Carmelita, where are you? There you are. All right. Get that color in here. It's always like whenever because I've attempted to draw Carmelita multiple times, and every time it's like, where do I put her arms? It's always the big issue that I have. I'm gonna do this just so I can see. Well, that's not really easy. I suppose it's just about the same size. Maybe. Let's... Alright, hers I want to keep more in the reds. Let's get my fancy pen out. Wrong layer. All right. that. And actually, now we can do her little hair thingy. Quote unquote hair thingy. It's not actually hair. That. I don't know if that gives off the impression of lashes or not. Might tweak that. I don't know, it's so hard. No, she technically doesn't have this part to her dress, but I like it, so I'm putting it in there. Alrighty. Alright. Eventually I will get her to not look derpy. Like this. All right. Time to break out a second layer. Like that. And here. Alright. So I need to adjust myself. Use my 20. Hello, Sammy. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Just in time to yeet my fabric scissors into the next year. Sorry, gotta get hydrated. Also, where'd my music go? So, all right. How have you been, Sammy? Hope you're having a good one. Y'all ready for the new year? I don't have any big New Year's plans because I have to work. So, all right, we're gonna transfer that down. I don't know how much you know about Silksong, Sammy, but we're drawing the old hearts from the game. So this is Scarsinger Carmelita, which I'm praying I can get her name to fit in the little banner thingy that we made. I should probably type that in now. She will be Scarsinger. Oh my lord. She is not gonna fit in there. Ugh. I should be doing nothing for the New Year's. I like that plan. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, that might be a problem. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to change the font size. Scarsinger. Do it like that. But yeah, that sounds about the same as my plans, so I'm glad I won't be the only one. I might have to put these in two separate text boxes, so it's not... We're gonna... Because I don't know if it's still called kerning when it's like the place between the two different lines. That's kind of what I want to do. There we go. So that way we know her name fits in there. I could just put Carmelita in there too, but I feel like the Scarsinger is a very important part of her name. And then I gotta fit in Crust King Khan. And the Clover Princess. Nyleth was the one with the easiest name. Why did I do her first? Alright, let's get these out of the way. Gonna move those back down here. Also, I have no idea where this layer came from. Where did you come from, layer? Get out of here. Last time I went out to see the New Year fireworks, it was too hot outside. My friend abandoned because her room was having anxiety. Her roommate was having... her room was having anxiety. I can read. Her roommate was having anxiety despite inviting herself and assuring she'd be fine. You know, I would have stuck with a girl who appeared to be interested in me, but I didn't feel the same way. Sounds like it was kind of a wild ride of a new year, so... Also, I'm almost out of water. I might have to step away for a second. Or maybe I can just make it to the end of the stream without water. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, hopefully this year goes a little bit smoother than that. I'm gonna put the border here just so I can... Okay, I still have my... I don't even know if I'm going to draw her other leg because you won't be able to see it past the... border thing. In fact, I might even do her skirt like that. Alrighty. My friend left. It was still another 4 hours until the new year. Aw, that's annoying. Also, it is very weird to be like, it was so hot outside when I'm sitting here like it's negative 20 degrees. Or not negative 20, but 20 degrees out. But yeah, you're in a totally different hemisphere than I am, so. Ugh. Okay, where am I? This was way back in 2017. Oh man, that was a while ago. Staying home or hanging out as a friend has been much nicer. I can imagine. Say, we usually go over at my brother's house for New Year's. But again, since I'm working the holiday this year, I won't be able to make it because they live half an hour away from my house. Trade weather. I think I'd rather take the cold over the heat. I don't do well with heat. Just personally. Also, I just realized that I did not fix her arm. So you can keep your heat. I just like it to be nice spring weather. That's what I wish. All right. Do I really gotta draw hands? What if I don't want to draw hands? They're the bane of my existence. Just blistering heat, it's fine. I'm good. I'll take the bitter cold over the blistering heat. At least with the cold, I can bundle up as much as I need to. There's only so many, only so many layers I can take off in the heat. All right, I actually might draw the hands. I'm actually gonna step and get a drink of water first, and then I will be back. I'm just gonna leave. Normally I go to the be right back screen, but I'm just gonna leave it here so you guys can look at the pretty picture and hear the music. So, BRB. I'm back. Oh, Animal Crossing. Oh, this song in particular always gives me such good vibes because when I was working second shift when this came out, and this is about the time I would get up and start playing Animal Crossing, so I'd hear this song a lot. All right. Yes. She's laying the hand dry. You caught me. So you caught me red-handed. Oh, I know that was bad. All right. I put another sketch layer. All right. Here's the other thing too, is that she's got these tiny little dots. Like, she doesn't actually have fingers, but I feel like it looks weird if I don't draw her hands. This is the hand that's gonna be the troublesome thing. Let's give her a hand for that pun. Gotta hand it to you. Requires a hands-on approach. All the hand puns are gonna come out now. At least I feel confident enough that I can add this hand. Well, if I use the right pen, I can. All right. Oh, maybe I should ask you, Sam. I think there's some puns I can't put my finger on it. I gotta ask you, Sam, because I know you play fighting games. How do you feel about this new Street Fighter movie that's coming out? I don't know anything about Street Fighter, so I have like zero opinions on it going in, so I'm hoping maybe somebody who has played Street Fighter can give more insight. Right. Street Fighter movie has me intrigued, at least. All right. I was curious about the casting choice. I mean, they look like, from what I have just briefly looked at the characters, are like, they look fine. The actors look like they portray them, but I also don't know who the actors are for the most part, so. Actually, no, I kind of like. What I appreciate is most of the characters look like their gaming counterparts. Yeah, that was basically the only thing I was able to gather. It's not like a Mario movie where they, well, I guess you didn't know voices, or I guess you would know the character voices from the actors. Well, they had Bowser Jr. show up on the Galaxy trailer, and he sounded nothing like Bowser Jr. He didn't even sound like a kid. It's like, who is that? Why are you in my movie? Tell me I'm not the only one with that thought. All right. All right. Something about this finger. God, I hate hands. I ever mentioned how much I hate drawing hands? Trying to make sure she's got like delicate, dainty hands. Oh, I didn't realize that was in the same layer. What do you appreciate? One of the actors I'm unsure about because he's a comedian who makes some controversial jokes and stands by them. Actor playing Ryu is a big fan. I'm a big fan of because he was the lead star in a kung fu series I watched based on Bruce Lee's unused scripts. Oh, interesting. Sounds like it'll be fun. I said, I don't really keep up with pop culture, nor do I keep up with, like, anything. So I'm like, I don't know any of these actors. I don't know if they're good choices for these roles or not. Because you also run into the problem a lot of them choosing actors just because of their name and not really anything else. Most of the actors are lesser known people. Okay. Well, that's kind of nice then. It seems like they really did go for it more for the actors who could play the parts rather than just, you know. Jason Momoa and 50 Cent would be big names. Okay. I know of Jason Momoa. I don't really know much beyond his name. I should probably know more than that, but I don't. I just can't be bothered. I even itch. Remember the last stream where I spent like 20 minutes drawing hands? We might have another one of those situations on our hands. You remember 50 Cent, the rapper who was famous in the early 2000s? Nope, I did not listen to rap at all. Hey, handing out them puns. Yeah, you know it. Don't worry, we'll keep handing off puns to each other. It'll be great. Remember, this is what y'all signed up for. It's just me and Sammy trading puns. Hands. I'm gonna keep her hand on a separate layer because I'm not totally sold on that hand. But it's about the best I can do at the moment, and I don't want to have another 20 minutes of just trying to draw her hand and nothing else. I will fix this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna redraw that hand, but hand it over. Never. Alrighty. So I should probably draw the rest of her body, shouldn't I? Let me get her. Just in case I ever want to, like, do this without the fancy borders. I also just realized I put that in the same layer as I put the hand. Ugh. Just gonna lock that. Overall, I'm interested in the Street Fighter movie, but only see the movie will tell me whether it's good or not. I happen to be reviewing it too. Nice! I think it's better that, like, somebody who knows Street Fighter would go in to review the movie. Because I remember that being a big thing with the Mario movie when it first came out, that, like, critics didn't like it, but it's like, it wasn't made for the big critics, like, looking for art house films. It was made for video game fans. Like, whoa, that almost went down the wrong pipe. But yeah, it's like, have somebody who, like, grew up loving Mario review it. Or in this case, Street Fighter. Alright. Alright. It kind of leans a little bit into the pink. Not a ton, but... yeah, I like that. I went to see a private Mario screening. I think it was the only one at the cinema who knew anything about Mario. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, get people in there who were the target audience and have them review it. Don't just pull random directors that are looking for the next, I don't know, the next Inception or whatever. The next big groundbreaking thing in cinema. Like, you're not gonna get that with the Mario movie. And they did not make it with that intent. And if anyone's wondering, I'm gonna put her blades in separate layers. Because my computer hates trying to do motion blur. So that's why I don't really want to do it at the moment. It would be a little more like that. Oh, the hand. Alright, we're gonna merge down. And we're going to try and just color that in. Also. Alright. I also reviewed the two FNAF movies, but never played the games. I researched as much as I could, though. Okay. I watch a lot of the FNAF lore videos that are on like Game Theory and Film Theory, but I never actually played FNAF. I mentioned it before, I do not do horror games, like especially not jump scares, because I just don't like loud shouting noises in my ears. More so than the jump scares itself, it's just loud noises in my ears is what I cannot stand. Oh, I forgot her other leg. All right. The second FNAF movie, Don't Waste Your Time. Oh, is it bad? I only saw one review of the FNAF 2 movie. I guess only really like a review of it, so to speak. It was just another one of the theory videos. I wonder if I should have put that as like... Man. I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, I kind of like that better than the... No, watch this nightmare again. The first movie already set the bar low, the second movie drags the bar even lower. Oh man. Let's do merge down. Those would be your flats. Oops, that's not. Oh, I'm not hitting the right button. That's why nothing was happening. That helps sometimes. Okay, we're gonna merge down that as well. All right. Okay. Naming these layers before I forget which one's which. Sometimes I can just get so engrossed in my work and then I get back to it and I'm like, oh, there's a mistake here. Which layer was it on again? Also, because I'm probably going to end the stream soon, I think I'm going to just play Scar Singer Carmelita's song because it's so good. Her boss theme. My queen. What's the best and worst game to movie TV series adaptation you've seen? Does this include the crappy stuff from like the 80s and 90s? Because I got a few of them. Because I mean, the Mario movie, like the original Mario movie, is bad, but it's like funny bad. Or it's just so weird and out there. It's like outside of just names. Yeah, it's weird. If it was for a modern movie, not saying it was bad, but I didn't really care for the first Sonic movie because it really just felt like a random road trip movie, but we inserted Sonic as the random plush character. But they definitely fixed it with 2 and 3 because I've seen all 3 of them, and 2 and 3 stick a lot closer to like Sonic lore and the Sonic games. So those ones I would definitely put up high as like, especially 3. Aw, 3 was so good, especially when they started playing Live and Learn during the climax, and I just grabbed my friend's hand and I'm like, yes, let's go! Those live action Goombas, exactly. Oh, hey, there's Crust King Khan, speaking of. I think we already listened to this earlier in the stream, I don't remember. But yeah. Like I said, the modern movies are a lot better about it, but one, I haven't really... It was so good. I loved it. I actually think I might pull a stream here. So there's Carmelita, and we'll just show off Nightlift one more time, since we actually finished Nightlift. But yeah. This will probably... Well, this is definitely going to be our last stream. That's from Evil Mortal Kombat movie from 1995, and the worst is the Legend of Chun-Li movie from 2009. See, that's the other thing too. I haven't watched a whole lot of video game to movie adaptations, so I don't know that I'm the best person to give my 2 cents on it, because a lot of those... Sorry, I'm like belching in the middle of my... Oh gosh, please stop. Stomach. But, hang on. Wash down the burps. Seen a few, so it counts, yeah. And like I said, it's not that the Sonic movie was bad, it was the first one, it was just more boring. So... Hey, I put my flats down. That counts. That counts as going beyond the hands. Also, I have to work tomorrow, and I can't go to work with the trauma of hands. Oh, yeah. But yeah, there are definitely some bad ones, but like, I think it was it Devil May Cry? I don't remember the names of a lot of them, but a lot of them I just haven't played the games they're based off of, so I don't know if I should watch it and judge it based on the fact that I haven't watched it and just like judge it as a movie, or judge it based off of like the game that it was from, you know? But it's like, I played Sonic games, I've played Mario games, so I can at least judge them fairly. So, and like I said, the main reason that the Sonic 1 movie was bad was because you realistically could have replaced Sonic with any character and that story still would have been the same. And that's like a big problem. Oh, Eradicator, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, and definitely in 2 and 3, they, like I said, went to a Sonic thing where it's like, yes, this is definitely a Sonic story. We can't just take Sonic out and have it be the same thing. Like, this is definitely Sonic lore. So, definitely liked that a lot better. So, yeah, Mario movie was really fun. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I watched the really bad Mario movie from like the 90s or 80s or whatever, that one. I'm glad they didn't make Dumbles into big dummy like the Boom series. I guess so. I mean, they do kind of make him like unfamiliar with certain things, like pop culture things, so I wouldn't call it like dumb, but more as just like, I don't know, like somebody who's never seen technology, which to be fair, he hasn't, but but yeah, do like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Oh yeah, didn't they do a spin-off series with Shadow and they had Rouge? But not Boom Dumb, touche. Oh, but yeah, I've been curious how they're gonna portray Rouge, because admittedly Rouge is my favorite character from the Sonic series. I do love Whisper, but she's only in the comics. But yeah, I'd have to pick Rouge. but it's very close between the two of them. Yeah. Actually, funny story. I have the Knuckles TV series. I haven't watched it yet. It's just sitting on my shelf and it's in my to watch. Somebody at work that liked Sonic recommended me. They're not like hardcore Sonic fans, but they said they liked it, and I saw it for like less than $10 at the store, so I'm like, this is mine now. Like I said, I just haven't actually watched it yet, so. But it's in my queue, along with all the other things that I have in my queue. But yeah, that aside, I don't. Everyone thought I'd enjoy it. I absolutely hated it. Yeah, to each their own. Like I said, I haven't seen anything, and I know nothing other than that it stars Knuckles, and there's apparently one episode where Knuckles learns about Hanukkah. That's really all I know. You should get your $10 back. A little too late for that, but the sentiment is appreciated. But yes, I guess I'll do the wrap up now. For those of you who missed it on the Discord, part of me wanted to wait until after the new year to announce this, but it was on my mind a lot, so I just wanted to get it out there. I will have to go on a brief hiatus again at the start of February. I have to have a surgery performed, and it is going to be a little bit intensive, so I will need time to recover from that. Because of that, we're going to be putting a pause on the Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle series, and this poll is still ongoing. I think it still has like till this morning or something. I don't remember. There's not much time left on the poll for people to decide what they want to see. I'll keep my Fabric Sisters. You are like the last person I would trust with my Fabric Sisters, Sammy. I feel like we've thoroughly established this. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to do some short series because I really don't like the idea of leaving things off in the middle. Just when I don't know when I'll be back, and also don't know if I will be in the mood to play it. But yeah, so pausing on Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and we'll see here in a little bit which games people want me to stream. And I don't know that there's me and your Fabric Scissors go way back. Yeah, you certainly do, don't you? But yeah, I don't think I have any other announcements at this time. I guess I should throw out there that even though we're going on hiatus, don't worry about your cherry stash. They will be perfectly fine. Nothing's going to be reset with them, so don't feel like you have to spend your cherries before I go on the break. Nothing's going to happen to your cherries. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think I have any other announcements. I hope everyone has a great New Year's and have a great rest of your day, rest of your year. Matane!